Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our regularly scheduled programming of Arethian Nights. I am your dungeon master, and I will be guiding these wonderful adventurers here through a world of mystery and adventure and all of those wonderful adjectives. Do have a couple of announcements. The chief one is that coming soon, this Labor Day, you all will be receiving the trailer for our newest and upcoming show, The Tower. So you should definitely keep your eyes out for that. It's going to be amazing. Definitely go over and check out the cookout where I get to play a number of cool characters, which I won't get into just now. Follow me on Twitter over at Big Dude Reed to discover exactly what I'm into. And I think that's enough for me. So go ahead and let all of these wonderful people tell you who they are and what they're up to. And we'll start with Small Shadow Snap.
Put me on the spot. I see how this is. Hi, I'm Ari. I play Layla here on Arethian Nights. Normally, you occasionally will see me as Sebastian on Price of Power, which is on hiatus right now. But I also play over on Kira as the the Cookout TTRPG. I try to say that wrong every time, which is fantastic. I play a lot of chaos over there, and over on the Bear Pen, I am a storyteller and player, and also a community manager. Follow me at Small Shadow Snack for possums and possibly projects.
All right, next up, Sir Monolith.
Hi, I'm at Sir Monolith on the Twitters. I'm not super active there, but I'm having fun playing stuff here on Ree's channel. Should definitely keep an eye out for when the Price of Power comes back up. But I'm definitely looking forward to the Tower. That's gonna be a lot of fun. We got some cool people over there. But yeah, that's about enough about me.
All right, Kira, your turn.
Hi, so I'm Kara858. I play Aspen, who is now riding on the ship. Oh no, I was start thinking of that one cartoon.
Little Einstein.
Yes, little Einstein.
On a trip with our favorite rocket
ship.
zooming through the sky.
I'm telling you, that went through my mind too.
Climb aboard, so ready to explore. I know my stuff.
I literally froze when that came through. I was like, oh no.
It's official. We made face palm in
Whoever
the
is
introduction.
responsible
Come on, Ree, you
for
better
that
join
show,
in.
Listen, whoever is responsible for that show, do not copyright us. For that,
They ain't coming for us, dog.
do not copyright us for that.
Oh my
I feel
God.
like I don't even know if that show is still on, so we don't make enough money for you to gain anything from copyright striking us.
Speak life, not dead, dog. You don't get that green.
So yeah, sorry about that. I literally just froze because the song just overtook my brain. But yeah, I'll save all my announcements for our upcoming shows towards the end of the campaign. But in the meantime, you can of course be able to follow me on Twitter at TheKara858 as well as the Cookout TTRPGs, and that's me.
Wow.
Right. Last but certainly not least,
Say my
Earth
name.
Rider.
Yeah.
Say my name. Say my name.
Ooh, we getting all the copyright strikes tonight. We out here. But I want to tell you, baby. But I'm not Luther. I'm Mercy. Y'all know where to find me. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitch. I'm also on the Cookout TTRPGs in one game that is coming out. Is it out yet?
Not yet.
But we still waiting.
We're still waiting. We got some time. We got some time though. But
Oh, it's almost out. But I'm
Mhm.
definitely been there as Otis of Rivetwood Academy. And I'm here on Arethian Nights, and I will also be over on the Bear Pen for Undead in Dallas. Season 2. But enough.
Season 2.
Take it in,
I'm
Rick.
going to be investing in
Hell yeah.
individual mute buttons for the cast, just in case. But
What did I
now
do?
that our
What?
cast
Wow.
has introduced themselves, it is time for us to return to the wonderful world of Aerthar. So, you all have managed to set sail after a difficult encounter with the paladins of Ahdos. So far, the seas have been peaceful, or as peaceful as could be expected. But before we begin, I need the four of you to make me Constitution saves.
What?
Oh, dog, why? Why? What,
Is
seasickness?
this a poisoned effect?
Don't think so.
Well, I got a 19.
What we eat?
What did you say, roll?
Con.
Constitution.
Con, okay. Well, con's definitely one of my strong ones at +1.
Same here.
Okay, 21 for Reagan.
Oh, okay. 22.
Five.
Oh, poor Axel.
Right.
Nailed it.
In that case, both
Literally.
Axel, actually, all three of them, Axel, Dio, and the Dewdrop, find themselves feeling incredibly nauseous as the boat begins to move, and you find yourself struggling to get comfortable and kind of get acclimated to the seafarer life. Unfortunately, Axel, you will gain a point of exhaustion if you are trying to deal with this throughout the day.
Okay, I'm not built
but it
for
is okay.
seafaring.
I mean,
DC for that was just 10, by the way. I didn't really think you'd fail, but it's okay. It's okay.
wow.
I mean, roll a 4.
So, the first day that you all are out at water goes by relatively peaceful. Are there any conversations or things you all would like to do as you are sailing?
Reagan will probably try to talk to Pila.
Okay. You do find that Pila is spending most of her time below deck. You've noticed that after the display at the dock, she has not quite been as social as she has been in the past.
That's
Find her
exactly why
sitting
he
alone
go.
in her quarters.
Reagan go knock politely.
Yes.
It is Reagan, milady.
You
May I
enter.
visit with you? And
May
Reagan
enter.
opens the door. What?
And you see that she is sitting. There is a window kind of to the opposite side of the room. She seems to be sitting kind of looking out of it. You see she is in her natural state, this kind of quasi duality between the sacred and the fallen. She doesn't turn to look at you.
I'm a divine sense, just to see if there is a distinct change in her aura.
Will your senses
Is
forward?
that it?
She seems the
Okay.
same, this kind of mixture of infernal and divine characteristics.
Does Reagan look any different than what he's used to
No.
seeing? Okay. All right. So we're gonna be like, yes, lady. Y'all gonna have to forgive me for my Reagan voice. Allergies have been whooping me, so I'm doing my best out here.
Whooping. Oh, that's the Midwest.
Whooping me. But he's like, my lady, I must apologize to you. I said I would protect you, but in the face of the Paladin Commander, I realized just how much work I had to accomplish such a goal. Can you forgive me for failing to keep you safe?
I don't believe you've done anything wrong.
Reagan slowly nods. Is there anything that bothered you? I mean, to my knowledge, this is the first time you've seemed to be injured in any sort of way.
Oh, an
I
insight
mean,
check.
you can pretty much tell I'm used to it. It's a half-hearted laugh from Reagan, but a laugh all the same. And that's a 6. That's also on brand for Reagan.
No, I am fine. I was aware that my return would not be welcome.
Still, my lady, you should not have been treated this way. I actually have something else I wish to speak with you about. You see, as you know, I'm a paladin of, and Reagan half-heartedly points at the ceiling, because after the Paladin Commander just walking toward the location, he doesn't know if they're being tracked, how they're being tracked, what have you. So he's like, I'm not gonna say it. But he points up and like the sun toward the sun. And well, in lieu of what's happened, I'm thinking I might have to give that up and perhaps follow someone else. Because it seems to follow the one in question puts us in grave danger.
You intend to break your oath?
Reagan shudders and Paladin at the very notion. Honestly, my lady, I truly do not wish it, but I also do not wish for my friends to come to any further harm. What I said I believed up aboard and on deck, I still believe to be true, but I can't allow things to continue in this way, and I can't risk my friend's safety from the likes of the commander.
Should be very careful about what you want before saying such things. Words have power.
I'm finding that out. That's why I hesitate to speak his name. That could have been a way that the commander found us. Or perhaps it was praying to you. I'm not quite sure. Do you have
do
any
not know.
awareness? Well, dang.
Do not know. I was not prepared. Not aware there'd be people with such gifts here.
What do you mean by such gifts?
He's more powerful than I would have expected for a mortal.
Has Reagan ever seen that display of power from anyone up to this point?
No.
Okay. Reagan's like, I must admit, I was very surprised myself. That was madness. That's more than I've even seen from the likes of Aspen. But yes, my lady.
It's a very dangerous world.
And I live in it every day. But this is new to you, and I respect your journey, my lady. If there is anything you wish to talk about, I'm here, and I'll do my best.
I don't think that will be necessary, but I do thank you for the offer.
Reagan will bow and timidly leave the room. A paladin's shame.
Oh.
All right.
But yeah, that's it from Reagan for now.
All right.
Are there anything else that you all wish to do on the first day?
Aspen is going to make their way up to the top. And as they see Layla sprawled on the deck in her bathing suit, there's like a smirk.
She is playing her lute. Found a good sunny spot. She's like, I'm taking the most of this in case it starts to rain.
There's a smirk on his face as he approaches, and he leans towards you and says, Layla, if you don't mind, could you join me in my captain's quarters for a second? I have some business I would like to discuss. Just some ideas I came to play.
But it's nice and sunny right now, and I'm working on getting a little vitamin D from the sun. Okay. She just gets up and takes her lute with her.
What vitamin did you say? No,
Yeah, it's like
you get an invitation to the captain's quarters. Just say it.
So he smirks as he makes his way. Oh wait, I'll wait for Ari to return. But he smirks as he makes his way down to the quarters. He then says, "Bring your loot just to be on the safe side." And as he makes his way down to the quarters, he opens his up. And it's a very he already has set up a bit of design within it. It definitely has a lot of draconic content laid across the walls, scales, just things that kind of gives the impression of someone from their lineage, as well as something from back in the Dragon Empire. And as he leans against the wall, he says, "There's a couple of things I would like to discuss.
If it's
First,
anything about steering this boat, I have absolutely no idea. And if you're asking me for navigation, I'm really not the one.
oh no, that's the responsibility of the crew that we've hired here. If there was someone that we and that was, he kind of smirks. He looks towards you and says, I understand. Actually, I wanted to say thank you. You and the others played a strong role in this crew. It was my first time having to deal with a group of individuals who were not the most reliable at times. In the Dragon Empire, we would not have to worry about situations like that. So kind of get some good side, but I guess some bad sides as well. And you and the others and your words definitely helped in terms of getting them to see what we were trying to explain earlier. And for that,
I'm hoping that now that we're at sea, we're not going to have to deal with that anymore.
agreed. Well, especially since supposedly this isle that we're heading to, no one has actually been to before, or if they did not come back. Supposedly, that would kind of give the impression to these individuals, if we're going to this isle, to this place, it's going to be dangerous. But I digress.
I mean, it sort of tracks. I mean, it is called what, the Mystic Island, so I would assume there is magical shenanigans happening on it. You know, maybe they fell in quicksand or got turned into gophers or something. Like I don't know. It just screams magic everywhere.
And that's the exciting thing about it. But I would hope by us going to this isles that they would be prepared for dangers. We're not going on a field trip by any means, so they should come to expect the fact that we may run into things.
They weren't expecting the Paladin Commander either. So I highly doubt the magical island's going to be on the top of their list either. No offense, but if I would hate to see what happens if we get attacked by a flock of seagulls.
Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're not in trouble. The crew, on the other hand, well, we'll see. We might have to be running the ship solo if that comes to place. But yeah, so first, of course, I wanted to say thank you. And two, I finally came up with the idea of the 2 favors that you owed me.
Oh, already? Oh, if it involves money, you already have all of my money minus the stuff that I just got. And I'm keeping that because I have uses for it. Although we're not around society anymore, so I really don't have to.
It'll be fine. We'll probably open up our own store once with our keep continues to grow.
So I was actually thinking about that. So what we do is we open our own store, but also, do you think Dewdrop could like train pigeons to send messages? Do you think that's like a possibility we could have?
Yes, because I could be able to do that. So she should be able to do that as well. I believe she has a stronger connection to nature as I do.
Good, because I was thinking
Why pigeons specifically, though?
They're like a bird nobody really pays attention to.
That's true.
So I had an idea for a company. No, I was just thinking about pigeons because, like, assuming we get it all built, and it's magnificent because, of course, it's going to be. But also, like, if our human or like normal messengers get taken out, like we could send pigeon messages, like tie it to their little ankle, and they're not noticeable.
You're smart. I like that idea.
But also, I maybe have rethought my pipe organ dreams. I want to get like a band or something. I feel like that could be really good for like dignitaries and visiting people. Or for, waking people up whenever I wanted.
So we're escalating from a organ in the keep to a full-blown band.
Well, also the band members could be other things. We could use them as like watchers or guards or the chef. I don't honestly know.
Well, that is definitely an interesting idea. I would presume having an alarm that's a full-blown band may be fine with the others. We would have to see.
If they have to raise the alarm, someone can always like blow on a bugle or something.
Well, that's true. In any case, though,
Oh,
I
favors,
got
yes.
my
What
two
favors?
favorites. So with this, I'm going to give you 3 possible options to choose from, and you could choose 2 of the 3.
Okay. I'm
The,
listening.
the first option, you could tell me a secret that you haven't told anyone else. The second option, you could write me a song. The third option, you could kiss me. Choose 2 of those 3.
So for a secret that I haven't told anybody.
Mm-hmm. Or you could choose the song.
But
what was that
the
option?
secret is more fun.
Okay.
My name's not actually Layla.
What is it?
You only said one secret.
Nicely done. Nicely done. I had a feeling that was going to happen. It's okay. I'll find more ways to get more favors, but you still owe me one more. So choose either 2 or 3.
Go walk a little closer, like do the thing with the vest. What type of song did you want? Like a like an anthem, like a chorus. I could do folk music really well. We had this thing in Texas, although I don't have a banjo, but it's like a very folksy kind of. I can't sing it very well, but I'll try.
Aspen takes one step closer to where they're face to face, and he says, "Can you do jazz?"
Yeah. That's my favorite. Nobody ever asked for it.
Perfect. That sounds right up my alley.
But now I do need an organ.
We could work on that.
Or like a set of drums. I can't play a trumpet. It makes my face look weird.
No, I can't imagine that.
Oh well, I'm gonna go work on it. Now, does it need to be like? Are we talking like theater levels, or like Smoky Club?
I'm a dragon. The bigger, the better.
Excellent.
Ooh,
I have
man.
ideas.
Mm-hmm.
She turns and skips out of the room.
He smirks and he's like stands against the wall, his tail like wagging. He just thinks to himself like, "This is
She
going to be
comes
fun."
back in to grab the loot. She left behind to go back out.
All right. And that's it for us.
Dude, Drop, I might need to see if you can make pigeons become a choir.
You want some minor birds for a choir.
Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect.
That was something. All right. There are no more actions. There are no more actions. The first day goes by.
Wow, Axe don't get to do nothing, big dog.
He's sunning him. He's out there getting a tan.
Yeah, he said he was taking a nap.
If anything, when Layla comes back out, he's gonna be like, "You guys have a good chat. This sun's nice."
Wait, now do elves get sunburn? Is that a thing you guys can get?
I mean, he's already like, if you look at the character picture, he's already. I mean, yeah, he obviously he get darker, but
Well, that's what I was wondering because like you guys live for a really long time and you guys like don't age hardly. I wasn't sure if like the sun can also be like a nemesis to you because like I get freckles, but like I never have seen an elf with any freckles.
Well, we live a long time, but that doesn't mean that we're immortal. We just live a long time. Stuff can still kill us. I don't know if elves can really get burned, though. I don't know if I've heard of any having something like that happen. At least not in the sunlight. Stick them in a fire. That's another story.
Well, I mean everything gets burned except for maybe Aspen because they're part dragon.
Yeah, well, one of the perks of being a dragon, I guess.
Must be nice.
Things to aspire to.
I mean, all I've got to fear is random relatives.
Oh, yeah.
If they ever say we're taking a trip downstairs, we're not going downstairs. I don't want to go run into any cousins.
Well, you think we're going to run into any on the magical isles?
Ooh, I hope not. That's going to be weird.
Yeah, it might put a damper on creating our pirate kingdom, but who knows?
It's a pirate kingdom?
I mean, we're founding a new place, basically, so we can essentially. Man, we don't have to go rob people.
Now I have to rethink my entire big band idea into sea shanties. I'm going down below. I have a lot to think on.
I hear the Wellerman song is a good one.
I have an idea. Takes off.
Axel puts his hat down back over his head or hood. And we're napping.
Right. And with that, your first day goes by without an issue, and you all awaken pretty early the next day. Axel, since you are the only one here who failed, I need you to make another Constitution save. With advantage this time.
Wow. It's almost like he's getting used to this sea life. Da-na-na. Oh, yeah, 18.
18? Okay. I need for one of you to roll me a d20, please.
Uh-oh. That's always good.
Not it.
I'll do it. A
Use
D20?
them die-hard dice, big dog.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
trust myself.
Exactly. I was just like, that hard dice normally comes in. Exactly. That's a 14.
I would have gotten like a 9.
Well, we don't know if high numbers are good or bad. I mean, it depends. If with a high number, yeah, that hard dice comes to clutch. Low number, however, yeah, I'm screwed. This is like a 1 or a 2.
Right. And where is everyone on the ship at the moment?
Reagan would probably be up on the deck because Ahdos, sun god, watch the sunrise, praise the sun, and all that, even though that's Dark Souls. But he's going to try to be at a less populated place on the deck because he's moping.
Aspen is doing his captain duty, so he's trying to continue to get, a full understanding of like some of the things that the individuals do. See if there's something that they can do to make some of their activities a bit easier and lighter for themselves. And then just pretty much just captain's duties.
Layla is downstairs frantically trying to figure out how to combine big band and sea shanties.
Yo, I feel it. I want this now. I actually want this.
And
I can't use that. It doesn't sound right.
This stanza is useless.
Producing the realm's first techno house music.
Axel, what are you up to?
Well, there's not a whole lot to be up to today. He might look around the sides of the boat to see if there's any fish to shoot at. Maybe he can catch something.
Okay. As you are looking over the edges of the ship, you find a small pod of dolphins that are traveling along the vessel. Roll me an animal handling check, please.
They're gonna eat all the fish.
Yo, I'm scared of dolphins, dog. This about to get real quick, dog.
Yeah, we got two rangers and a druid. I mean, we got this. We got
That's
this.
on the technicality with the
Got
druid.
5.
But...
Oh yeah. What? What'd you get?
Got 5.
Oh no!
Oh, the
I'm
animal
gonna get
handling?
attacked by a pod of dolphins, dog. I'm not ready.
You see this?
Yeah, roll a 3.
Oh, good
You
Lord.
see this pod
Ooh,
of dolphins. They
ooh.
are moving. They seem to be very visible to you. Like, they don't seem to be trying to hide or anything like that. What do you do?
It's just the dolphins that I see.
Yeah.
Nothing. I'm just gonna lean on the rail and enjoy the show. Nothing else to do right now. I don't see any fish.
Okay. Dolphins continue to move alongside your ship for another hour before the waters begin to become a bit murkier. And you all
Do I
begin
happen to see 'em?
Roll me a perception check with a disadvantage. 'Cause you're
Ah.
not looking for them.
Yeah, you
whereas
looking at them plans,
Axel
dog. You trying?
wasn't looking over
Oh.
the thing for
Oh.
animals in the first place.
Okay, my bad. I thought captain's duties will also include being on the deck as well. That's why we said an hour ago.
It would, which is why I'll let you make the check, but you are basically just moving around doing a bunch of things, trying to monitor like several different things at the same time. So maybe you would notice, maybe you don't.
Thank you. I rolled an 18 and a 3. You damn bastard. So that would be 12. Damn bastards. Like, I hate you at your disadvantage. It always seems to get me. It's like, you know what? I know exactly what feat I'm getting when I level up.
Don't you dare!
Yeah,
You are
I know,
banned
yeah,
from it.
yeah.
Nope.
I know exactly what feat
Remake
I'm
the
getting.
rule right now. Make the
I know
rule
exactly
right now.
what
Not another
this is
campaign.
about.
That feed is not happening for Kira and not another campaign. Ban it right now. No.
You find yourself busily moving from different stations to place on the ship, and you don't notice the animals. However,
That's fine.
for a few hours as the water begins to become murkier and choppier, you find that the water begins to pull the vessel forward a bit, and you see there's a bit of a swirl beginning to form in the ocean in front of you. Now, since Aspen has determined that they are the captain of this vessel, you have to make a series of rolls for me. Now, currently, the crew of the ship is not particularly loyal to you, nor not disloyal to you, so there will be no special modifier for this roll. You can make me a check with either your dexterity or your charisma modifier, either one.
Okay.
And you are going to see if you can steer the ship successfully away from this slowly forming whirlpool.
Oh,
You've got 3
okay.
checks to do it.
You said I can use
Everyone
you're
or
ready.
just Aspen?
Just Aspen said they were the captain.
He said dexterity or charisma. Is it saving throw or check?
Check.
Check.
If any of you have any particular spells or abilities that would assist in this situation, you can, but you just don't control the ship. But if you have
If
some
only
sort
I
of
had
anti-whirlpool
guidance.
ability,
This is unfortunate.
I don't have guidance.
I mean, we might need to make saving throws. Reagan can bless y'all. It won't hurt.
All right, so the first check. Oh yeah, that would be 18.
Who's within 30 feet of Reagan? If he were to move.
you decide. I'll let you decide that.
Well, I mean, all right. Who's on which end of the ship?
Currently, you all would be wherever you have decided to be. Axel stated that they were looking over the edge of the vessel to look for fish and other animals. Layla, I believe, said that she was under the deck. Right?
All right, so Reagan will see.
under the ship.
She's in her quarters.
Okay. Reagan still wouldn't see you, but okay.
So then the closest person you could probably see at the moment would be Axel, and then maybe Aspen, a bit further away, since Aspen is the one giving the instructions on how to deal with this.
Dewdrop above deck, Dio above deck.
Oh, Dewdrop and Dio are still indisposed. They're
Any
not
crew
doing
members
well
above
with the
deck?
water. Yes, you see the Tabaxi from before, who seems to be a gunner of some sort.
Yeah,
With
Symbiote.
the one arm
Yeah.
Tabaxi that she is around. Sylvia is there.
All right. Reagan will bless at the 3rd level, because why not? So that gives me 5 blessings, I think. I'm checking. Second, no, it's just one above. So I start with 3. So that's 4. That's 4. Okay. Yeah, 1 addition. That's 4. All right. No, that's 5. That's 5 because it's 3rd level. It's 5.
I said Simia's
so-
Tabaxi. She is not, by the way, just to clarify that. She
Oh,
is
okay.
not a Tabaxi.
Got it.
Okay. So you are attempting to bless people. I will say that you can use that as well, Aspen. But you rolled an 18, which is good. You are beginning to steer the vessel, and you manage to kind of figure that the best way to get through this would be to either steer into the slowly turning, not sphere, the slowly turning pattern, or turn against it. Aspen, which one do you choose? Do you want to go with the water or against the water?
If we're magically powered, I would assume that this ship would have enough juice in it to be able to compete against the what we call it. So I would say steer against it. If the ship was like a smaller, more bootlegger ship, I'd say go with it. But I have trust with this ship too.
All right,
Go
you begin to turn. The ship begins to turn against the water and begins to pull itself free. I need for everyone else to make me an acrobatics check. Straight.
You made it a check. What you?
Yes.
Oh, I hate you, dog. Any
You
other
can
time
make it
would have
a
been a deck
save.
save.
It could be a save. It can be a deck save or acrobatics check, whichever one you feel is better. The point is, you don't want to slip off the boat. All right. However, you
Right.
decide not to slip off the boat is up to you.
Did that include me?
Well, I didn't see you, so you don't get to add your
You
D4.
don't have to make a save to not fall off the boat. You make the save to not hit the wall. Because
Okay.
everyone's kind of moving.
Because
and
I
losing
rolled
their
the deck
balance.
save and it was a natural 20, so I'm
Yeah,
just
if I'm
Nice.
if I'm
just
leaning on
imagining
the
her
ledge-
in there just being like,
While writing music.
Ain't what
I'm
it
leaning
rock
on the
with it.
railing.
Yeah,
it'd be pretty
right
easy
to
to
you
grab.
and rock. Okay.
You are you are leaning on that railing, so you maybe fall off. Ask me, you won't have to make the check.
okay.
All right. As Reagan's making it, he blessed himself, so he's adding a D4. Actually, you also good to add a D4.
Oh yeah.
If you're doing it as a deck save, you can add the D4.
I mean, might as well.
Yep, I'm glad I did that. Let me add that D4.
Why is this weird?
All right, that's a total of 17 for Reagan.
Yeah,
Oh,
20.
you got the net.
All right. As the ship
let me
begins to
get the
move,
D4
all
really
of you, all of you manage to brace yourselves against the boat, holding on to really whatever's next to you. Thankfully, the boat itself seems to be sturdy enough that the instruments and the storage and all of that, none of that seems to be moving about. You do catch members of the crew slowly kind of adjusting their balance as they begin to pull away. Now the ship needs to just gun it past this forming whirlpool. So Aspen, I need you to make me another roll.
Okay.
You want me to make a concentration check?
Nah, you haven't taken any damage.
Ooh, 19 on the
All
top.
right.
Okay.
If you roll a natural 1, then you'll have to do it.
That's fair.
You hit by something.
That's a 24.
That is more than enough. You wait just enough time as the ship begins to be pulled back. You wait for a wave that kind of shifts the boat from the beginning, from the front to the top, and just as it kind of gets to that arc of the wave, you have the boat push itself forward at full speed, and you are pulled away from this rapidly forming whirlpool. You see the clouds above you beginning to turn into this darker gray color, and you begin to hear the sounds of a distant storm beginning to form as you all are pulling away.
Eldritch Sight.
Hell no.
You
I
don't
just
announce
want to
any
see if
magic
there's no
outside of
magic
what you'd
phenomenon
expect. No,
from the
you,
storm.
you
Nothing.
don't see any magic outside of what you'd expect. So the Hurricane Cannon is magical, and some of the ship's pieces and instruments are magical, but nothing outside of that.
All right. Whew. That was different. How's everyone doing?
Yes, how is everyone feeling? Is everyone okay?
What happened?
It looks like a whirlpool was starting to form, most likely due to the storm brewing off in the distance. So I think we should be good to go now.
That was a close call.
For a minute there, I thought you forgot how to drive this thing, friend.
Oh no. No, it's I think it could have gone a lot worse, to be honest. Fortunately, the crew was able to steer and get us away from it as effectively as they did.
I'll go check down below.
Sounds good.
And Reagan will make his way down to all the rooms, see how everybody's doing.
Okay. You find DL and Dewdrop are not doing too well. The shifting of the boat doesn't seem to have impacted them as much, but you can see that they are still very sick, very not enjoying their time on the waters.
Flavor wise, I'll ask you this. Flavor wise, how would you feel about Reagan using lay on hands for motion sickness?
You know that it wouldn't generally work, since what you'd basically be doing would be clearing an affliction and then they just get it again.
Okay.
Be like clearing, you'd be like using lay on hands to clear poisoning for alcohol while a person is drinking.
Well, Reagan ain't proficient in medicine, so he ain't gonna know that, so he'll do it anyway. He's trying to be nice. I'll spend it on both of them.
You do see that they do begin to feel better, but after a while, it's like you've kind of reset the clock on them. It's not going too well.
I did my best, friends. But yeah, that's him. And you said, how's Lady Peeler doing?
She seems to be doing very well. Her broom seems to have been almost undisturbed by the shifting of the boat. She seems to just be kind of sitting cross-legged on the bed. Her eyes are closed, and she seems to be meditating, perhaps.
Well, if that's the appearance, then Reagan wouldn't disturb her. Just check on her, see that she's doing that, leave her alone.
Now you all have made your way through the first issue of the day. The rest of it is going to go relatively peaceful. Layla, I believe you were attempting to write a song. Is that correct?
She is. She is attempting.
Give me a performance roll.
Oh, yay.
I mean, Reagan's down at the quarters. He might hear you.
That is a 16.
Nice.
It's going well. The shifting of the boat is not helping you, but you've got a decent beginning here. Decent.
I think the trumpet may be a bit much.
You discovered slide guitar.
No. I think the trumpet is fine. There's something. Let me rewrite the drums.
Would this be the
Okay.
time Reagan's knocking on the door?
Sure, we could say this is when Reagan arrives.
Because, yeah, he would be checking on everyone down below. So Reagan would knock on the door.
Oh, Reagan! Was the water choppy? I thought I felt something like move weird, but Aspen has. I'm writing a song for Aspen. I'm still working on the Nameless God song. That one, given its nature, is a bit more time consuming because I want it to be right, because it feels like a hymnal to me, and I don't want to like offend a deity. Because I don't think we need any bad luck.
There's no rush, friend Layla. I was just checking to see if you were all right. Yes, we did encounter a little bit of turbulence, but Aspen and the crew were able to steer us through. Fortunately, no one fell overboard.
Oh, that's good. It wasn't like a giant like octopus or something.
I didn't see anything like that.
Oh, good, good. That's my one fear is like giant octopi or like squids. They're weird. I don't even like eating them.
Well, Dewdrop has procured one once or twice. I kind of like them, especially those fried ones.
But I hope you enjoy them. So what are you up to today? Like just checking around?
Yes, I was just checking to make sure everyone was all right. I've been thinking about things, and well, it's one way for me to keep everyone safe, unlike what happened a day ago.
Oh yeah, the Now, does he always show up like that? Because if I run into him again, I really don't want him to like, I'm with the power of the sun, and it's a bit terrifying.
Does Reagan know that lore wise?
You've never
Like,
seen
is
him
he
before then.
rumored in the church to appear like that?
You've never encountered him before, but yeah, I'll let you roll a religion check and see if you've heard any stories about it.
Okay. And let's see. 12.
You don't know too many people who've ever actually encountered him. You've heard stories. He is very powerful, very devoted. You know that he does have, from what you remember, twin swords that were given to him by the god at some point. His armor is supposedly magical, but you don't know exactly like what he does specifically. You just know that he is a hero that does things. Never really paid too much attention to that aspect of the church's history and hierarchy.
That is very fair for Reagan. Well, I don't know much, Layla, but I've heard stories around the church here and there. The commander is jaw-droppingly powerful, and apparently those two swords that he had on his back aren't just for show. I don't know of anyone quite as powerful as the Paladin Commander.
Well, I'm glad he's not here. He can't like you don't think he could like get a boat and come after us, do you? I mean, that'd
He
be ridiculous, right?
he has the full authority to, but
Uh-oh.
the question is, would he bother with it or not?
Well, I hope not. Um,
He told me something, you see. I don't know if you caught it, but you're gonna see Reagan looks noticeably upset and worried. He said the next time he sees me, he will kill me.
oh, but we're not gonna let him do that. He can't kill you. And I won't let him. I'll hit him with my loot.
Reagan smirks at that. Like, well, friend Tiefling, it also means I can't really risk returning home. Or to my house, anyway.
So here's the plan. We'll take out the Paladin commander, and then you could go home. Or even better, we'll just take his home. We'll have two homes. I know you really like your house.
You make it sound as if that is an easy task.
So I was talking to Aspen about pigeons taking messages. But do you think we could train pigeons to deliver poison?
I suppose anything's possible. Miracles do happen every day.
Assassin pigeons.
Perhaps there is a god of pigeons that we must address for such a blessing.
I'll need to talk to Dewdrop when she's feeling better.
Yes, I tried to assist friend Dewdrop and friend Dio, but I fear I might have made their affliction worse.
Well, the sea's not for everybody. I mean, I'm surprised I adapted so well to it. Normally boats are not friendly, but like this one's okay. I think I might just be getting used to boats.
Oh, you've never been sailing before?
Well, Texas doesn't really have large bodies of water. We barely have ponds. It's all hot down there.
Yes, you've told me it is warm, but even coastal towns have their sunny beaches.
Our coastal towns are coasted by more sand.
That sounds like a desert. Surely it cannot be that hot.
One day we're going to have to visit. You have not experienced burning your tail until you burned it in Texas sand.
Would I be welcome in this Texas?
I mean, as long as you don't try to glow like the sun, I think you'll be good.
I'm afraid it's kind of in my nature. I try to keep it to a minimum, but what can I say? The light escapes me.
It does, but it's it's also downstairs, so um it's also just little. I don't know how they react to like a paladin showing up.
Oh, you see Reagan muscles flex in Paladin.
Oh.
But you see he's trying to be polite, but you can tell he kind of got battle ready at the thought. You can definitely tell that because of your perception.
Oh, okay. Look here. If we see my uncle, you can totally beat him up. He owes me money.
Well, normally I'd be happy to, but it begs the question, friend Layla, why has your uncle not paid you back? Seems like a simple matter.
You evidently haven't been around many of my family members. They're all
Well,
notorious liars.
you're the first of your family I've ever met. I think. As Reagan flashes back to the flying entity that they encountered on the ship.
Oh, I assure you, you would know my family. We're all purple.
Is that a matter of the color of the skin or mood or something else?
But at this point, I don't even know. I just know we all have a thing for purple.
Oh,
Case
I'm
in
trying
point,
so hard not to make a Prince reference.
I'm purple. Well, we should probably go up on board. I need to make sure that um my favorite sunning spot is still there.
Everything looked in order to me up there. I shall escort you,
Oh,
just in
thank
case.
you. And then I can run by this song that I've been working on. Aspen said he wanted jazz, but then Axel brought on sea shanties. And so I'm trying to combine, like, she just starts going on about it.
Oh, that's adorable. Reagan is fascinated too. Reagan is genuinely fascinated.
All right. Are there any other conversations you all wish to have on day 2?
Where are you guys having that conversation?
Probably on our way to the deck.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
totally as she gets up on deck. And so I thought that instead of the trumpet, if I could get one of those like big drums, I've had to abandon the idea of a big one of those big pipe organs, but one of those like little drums that like makes the little tinkling noise inside, like when you play it. But I don't know how to mix that with the saxophone.
Well, I don't know much about musical layering. That lies more in your area of expertise. All I know is a large drum is easier to procure than a large organ.
That's what I was thinking, but like at the same time, it's becoming a little difficult. Although I don't know about the bird choir. It may be a little bit too much.
Bird.
That is also a very fascinating idea.
I know, right? I'm occasionally a genius.
Is that an idea all your own, or is that a Texan thing?
Oh no, that just came off the top of my head. I figured, maybe finding singers at sea was hard, but then like Dewdrop can like just make the seagulls come to me. But then I realized that seagulls are annoying and I dislike them intensely. So maybe like Dewdrop could summon like sparrows or like different types of songbirds.
That is fascinating. But you'll be able to get a lot of time out of them, but unless you're going to get birds that already exist, the nature of Dewdrop's magic right now, it seems that those animals last for a limited amount of time. Maybe you would
That
have to train them all over again.
that's my issue.
I mean, we have money now, friend. We could always buy some birds and go from there.
Huh. I have to think on this.
Oh, you gotta jump in on this, dog. Come on, Michael. You gotta jump in.
Are you guys out on the deck now?
Yeah.
What do you want to train birds for again? Axel just kind of like here as part of the.
A chorus. Picture it. Jazz meets sea shanty with bird chorus.
What kind of birds?
I don't know yet. It's a work in progress.
You know, I hear parrots can make a lot of interesting sounds.
What if I get an entire bird band?
Ooh,
Of
and they like to
parrots.
dance too. If you want bigger birds, but parrots can be a little big. Maybe there's a small one I heard about, a cockatiel. They like to whistle, so maybe not as loud as the parrots, but they do. They all like to dance around. You know, they get music gets going and they go.
Not the YouTube videos, dog. Do they do that really?
I've seen it. Birds seem to. A lot of these birds seem to have parrots, and these ones, and they all seem to like music. And you get them going, and they just start dancing. But they
Is
all
that
dance
what they
the
do
same.
at your home?
Well, I don't a lot in my home per se. I'd seen some things in the city. You know, we got all types.
Get all types. I must admit, in my time in the city, I haven't encountered one of these dancing birds.
Well, you gotta get out more. You know, spend some time fighting like me and Aspen, and you probably run across some interesting characters.
So silly. I'm sorry. Just we rich now. Let's buy some birds, get them dancing, and then teach them how to sing and have a choir.
But it could be a very good cover for like our other stuff as well. Like just think of it, traveling bird band. But like time anybody asks us why we're in town, we're with the bird band. But then
Wait,
also we can do other things.
what do you mean other things? Like what other stuff are you gonna use the birds for?
Espionage?
Oh,
Exactly.
are you gonna turn into a bird?
Oh, I can't do that. Do you think Dewdrop could turn me into a bird? What would I look like as a bird?
I feel like you would be a fabulous bird.
I would be a fabulous bird. I would be the most fabulous bird. Oh, now I've got so many ideas.
Why don't you make that the title of your jazz song? The prettiest bird.
I need to write the crap. I left my stuff downstairs. She's gonna turn and run back downstairs to go get all of her stuff.
Reagan wouldn't have helped you in the first place because he's just going like, "Oh, this is part of the creative process." She left it for a reason.
All right.
There she goes, friend.
as you all are enjoying the rest of your evening, are there any last minute things you wish to do before we wrap up the second day?
There are things I would do, but it's too risky. But okay, Reagan will try to have a conversation with a crew member. But Big Dog, you want to do something? Because we've been talking.
No, I think by this stage they would have helped with that. Oh yeah, actually, they would have make sure to keep an eye out on the storm. The storm that we saw, it was behind us, right? What direction was it heading to? Was it heading towards the ship or was it heading away from the ship?
Away from you. Once you change directions, it would be getting further away from you.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about outrunning this ship. Okay, perfect. All right, that works. All right, awesome. Thanks. Yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah, Ashley got captain duties. Go ahead.
Reagan would just see whatever crew member is not seemingly occupied and try to strike up a conversation.
You find that the woman with kind of a pale white face is sitting around. She seems to be sitting at a table, and then in front of her are a group of what looks to be like maybe 10 or 15 cards kind of scattered out in front of her. And then she seems to kind of reach down, pick one over, look at it, close it down, look around for a moment, pick up another one, stare at it, close it down. Every once in a while, she'll grab two and kind of pair them away before going back to what she was doing.
Reagan will approach casually, but making it a point like he doesn't wish to alarm or disturb right away. But now also not trying to sneak up on her. So, hello. I don't like. I think Reagan got her name. I wrote down a lot of names.
Lynn.
Yeah, okay. Lynn is the one that's okay. Let me make that down because I wrote her name. I didn't write her appearance. There we go. That's the pale one. Lynn, was it?
Yes. My name.
Well, first I must thank you for sticking up for me and Lady Phila. I believe if you wouldn't have said a word in our favor, things aboard this ship would have gone quite different.
Well, that's what life is, isn't it? Choices, actions, non-actions. It'll work out in the end.
I definitely know about the former of your statement, but the latter, I have yet to really see that. And Reagan will pause for a second and go, I must also apologize for putting you all in danger. I did not notify you of the situation, and I must say that I'm sorry about that. I did not know it would happen, but
no one knows what will happen. There's no need to be worried about it. Life happens, sometimes good things, sometimes bad things. Sometimes you are the hero, sometimes you're the villain. So all we can do is keep moving forward.
Right, what does Reagan like passive perception see with these cards?
I mean, you could see that there are definitely cards. They seem to be a bit worn, but still well taken care of. They seem to be ornate, but they don't seem to be made out of any precious material.
The way she was handling the cards, I don't know if that would be a passive insight thing, but does it seem like a card game Reagan may have be familiar with? Or does it seem like something foreign to him?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Oh, you are a hater. Okay. Natural one.
Yeah, go ahead, ban that lucky feet. Ban that lucky feet.
I said ban it for you. Let's be clear about that thing. I said ban it for you.
Oh
no. Never seen it before in your life. It makes absolutely no sense to you. It seems like it's completely random events.
What are you doing with those playing cards? I just can't seem to understand. You can see Reagan just squinting at them, just mesmerized.
Game. And training. But mostly a game.
Training and a game? Like a war game?
Yes. No. Well, no, not really, no.
Well, I can't think of many games that teach as well as entertain.
Everything can teach, you just have to be ready to listen.
Reagan stares and dumb paladin.
Everything has a lesson.
Well,
Have you been on the ocean before?
maybe once or twice in my travels, but never for an extended period of time like this voyage.
Have you been on the waveless sea before? Very different.
I'm betting no. Would you say that's a
Then I
no, Ree?
take it. Probably. It's up to you.
I'll say no. No, I can't say that I have. Even if I did, I can't seem to recall if I have.
You heard the stories of the siren?
Has he?
Oh, history check.
All right. It's a whole plus 0, baby. 14.
No.
Reagan just shakes his head no, but keeps that stupid grin on his face.
Oh, I suppose that would make sense. Very few people hear stories anymore. Would you like to
will
hear the
just
story?
sit down. Reagan sits down in front of Lynn. He's ready. I'm all ears.
According to history, 3 eras ago, which was 7,000-ish years ago, give or take, 700 years ago, excuse me, there was a city somewhere in the middle of the waveless sea, in its calmest parts. And this city was populous, it was powerful, wealthy, understanding, everything that anyone could ever want it to be. But there was a very powerful and very famous merchant who lived in this city. And one day he took a trip to the surface, where he was visited by a beautiful woman. Her voice was said to be able to calm the hearts of anyone who had ever heard of it and remind them of their calmest memories. This man wanted her more than anything else. The pair slowly struck up a friendship. He would go to the surface to visit her every time he could, until one time after a year, he convinced her to join him under the water. And she did. She was curious to see how other people lived, you see? And the two were together for a very long time. Unfortunately, the man had a number of enemies. And one day he died. His body was found, and it was terrible. After he was gone, his beloved was not treated very well by the others. She was an outsider, but because of her voice, they did not let her leave. Then, for some reason, she lost her mind, according to some people. Madness began to creep inside of her. And then a tragedy fell upon the city. According to some people, every night you can occasionally hear the wails of men and women dying across the waves. No one knows what happened, but that city has long since been forgotten. Every once in a while, a group of fishermen or explorers will go in search of it, hoping to find some great magical item or wealth or something. No one ever returns. There was some people who were in search of this siren for her gifts. But she was never found.
Reagan
That's
starts.
enough.
Oh, you said that's enough? That's how she ends it?
Yes.
But it was getting to the good part.
Perhaps, but there's always time to tell another story.
I have a feeling friend Layla would love a story like this. Tell me, Lynn, how did you come across such a tale? Was it in your travels?
No, my mom taught me.
Your mother taught you? Was she a saleswoman?
No. He was an oracle.
An oracle? You mean she could see the future?
And the past. Sometimes.
And I take it you do that as well?
Sometimes.
Is it a consistent sort of thing? For I communicate with gods. I'm no stranger to such ritual or vision, but I am curious.
Nothing is ever truly consistent, but it was often enough. My family was famous for it a long time ago.
How long?
Generations. Our great ancestor was supposedly able to predict everything with a near absolute precision.
And it seems that that ability might have diluted by the generations? Or you said for you
Perhaps.
it's murky and inconsistent.
Yes.
Oh, that's too
Why
smart for
not,
Reagan.
Equal. I don't even know if my ancestors equal.
Reagan just scratches his head a little bit and like, I see. Well, have you prayed to any of the gods to help with your gift?
No.
Because you do not feel the need to?
Could say that.
You must believe that strongly in your gift, friend.
Yes.
Do you believe you can train it to get better? Is that why you play this game?
No. I just play the game because I find it fun.
Well, what, pray tell, do you learn from it?
Learn. You learn to improve your memory.
Well, after a story like that, I doubt you struggle to remember anything.
Perhaps.
Would you be willing to show me how to play?
Maybe, but not tonight.
Reagan will nod, like, well, I don't want to overstay my welcome, Lady Lynn. I thank you.
Till next time.
And Reagan will bow a little bit and exit. That'll be Reagan.
Okay. Before this night ends, is there anything else the rest of you would like to do?
Nope. Axel's just kind of burning time. There's not a whole lot to do on the boat. It's kind of just in general, it's just going to take us a while. It's a long trip, and unless something comes up, or unless we, or start talking about something, there's not a whole lot specific that I can think of that he wanted to be doing. Other than relaxing and just kind of, maybe helping out here and there when need be.
That night comes to an end. Can I have one of you roll me a d20?
Anybody else willing to do it? Because I'll do it. I just don't want to hog everything,
You are muted, Kira.
I already wrote mine, so yeah, Mike. So Mike or Ari, y'all want to do it?
I'll do it. It's fine.
Okay. Ooh.
About to
Oh,
say,
did you
I
wanna do it
guess I
already?
can do it, but oh well. Yay, yay.
All right. Let's see what dun 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 Roll20 has in store for us.
You got
Uh-oh.
this.
A 2.
Yep, that sounds about right. Mm-hmm.
But you don't know. Maybe it'll be good in this circumstance.
A 14 gave us dolphins. A 2 probably will give us dolphins. Oh no, we got we got a whirlpool though, but
With
We
a
gonna
2, you
find
get
out.
Cthulhu.
We gonna find out.
Literally pops up out of the water.
we fight against the Kraken.
Everybody got to make an
Davy
intelligence
Jones.
save.
Davy Jones.
Oh
Okay.
no.
It's
no.
very visage.
We're gonna have a flock of seagulls that are just gonna sit on all of the things and just scream mine at all of us.
Way to turn this into a Pixar movie.
All right. As you all are traveling, which one of you has the highest passive perception?
I think Kira does. You have a 19, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's only 18.
Only 18.
I think we got
That's-
I think we got 19 to Layla, Ari, you're 18 as well, right?
I
Oh,
want to say yes. I know
Mm.
she's 8. Yeah, I think she's 18. I think her and Axel are tied.
Okay. Yeah. And then I believe Dew drops to 17. Yeah, so that'd be right.
As you all are traveling the next morning, Aspen, you notice kind of maybe 180, 200 feet away, there is a piece of kind of debris, perhaps from a shattered ship, but resting on it is a large chest that looks at a distance maybe 10 feet wide? Maybe?
A chest?
It's a little hard to tell.
10
just
feet
floating.
wide.
A chest that's 10
It's
feet
like
wide.
It is a chest this time, not a
It's a
not
chest.
a
No, it's
wardrobe.
a chest. You know what?
No.
You guys don't get nothing. You guys get nothing.
All right.
It's
So
called-
just
you get no rewards.
so we would definitely attempt to retrieve that chest. So I will hang out and speak out to the crew to command orders to have them attempt to gather the chest and pretty much pull it into our ship.
Wait, there's a chest?
Yes, there is a chest 10 feet
She
wide.
just zooms over and goes,
They'll point over to it. It says that looks to be at least 10 feet wide. I can imagine the amount of gold that must be in it.
do you think we should actually bring it aboard the ship before we open it?
Would y'all have said this loud enough so Reagan can hear y'all?
Oh yeah, I'm calling all the crew members to
Okay.
get ready to have them yank the crew. Oh, it says, if there's something inside of this chest and if it's dangerous, we'll just kill it. But if
I doubt it's gold, friend. It would have sunk.
in the chest. Well, it's on top of the ruins of a ship. So the ruins is keeping the chest afloat. It's not floating on top of water. There's actually debris underneath the chest.
I mean, how big is the piece of wood you say it's floating on?
They'll point to it. I'm not sure. But based on your description, did I hear that right, Ree? It's pretty much on top of this debris of
See,
ship.
it looks like a broken piece of wood. It could be from a ship, could be from some other floating piece of wood. A ship seems most likely to you because you don't know why other wood would just be floating.
Mhm.
But
You can tell Reagan is straining to see it because his passive perception is an 11.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, you can see a shape in that direction. You don't know exactly.
That's why Reagan's just like, what? Like, you point to me just like, I'm trying.
I'm trying to see. Yeah, Aspen doesn't know that. But it will say it should be fine if it's of a dangerous variety, then we eliminate it. But I do believe that this may be of maybe some riches that we may have came across. Fortunately, to the crew, everyone, prepare, gather your items. We shall bring this item aboard board and investigate. We may have more riches, which we would divvy up among the entire crew.
Reagan's gonna summon his great sword. He ain't taking no chances, especially after Paladin Commander. None.
So you said it's 10 feet. If it's 10 feet, even if I fly over there, I'm not sure I could pick up a 10 feet treasure chest and fly back. I'm not sure how much that thing weighs. I mean, I'm a shrunk dude, but I'm not sure.
It could be 10 by 1 for all we know. Staff or something.
Yeah, so that's what I'm like. Yeah, just in case maybe make it a group effort or something. But yeah, we tipped the pulley aboard.
The ship does make its way over, and as you get closer, you can see that it is very wide, but not very tall. It's maybe 4 feet tall, maybe. No, that's a bit too tall. Maybe 1 foot tall. As you pull on, it's really just kind of.
So it's more long. It's like a Twinkie.
Best phrasing.
Minted, clip it. We got that. Yo, y'all in chat. We need that clip right now.
I hate you. I hate all of you.
So it's like a Twinkie.
So as you pull this long chest into the vessel, you find that it isn't heavy. It's definitely doesn't feel like gold. There's a lock on it that you'd have to pick to open.
He looks towards Layla and says, Layla?
She's already got it like out in her hand.
I believe in you. You got this.
Okay. A thieves tool check with your dexterity modifier.
Can I first look it over to make sure it's not booby trapped?
Sure. You can see looking at it, there is some wear and tear from the water, but you don't think it's been on the water for very long. Maybe 5 days, give or take. So maybe a week.
Okay, good.
Eldritch Sight.
The lock itself doesn't seem to be magical. As you kind of look at the crate itself, also not magical.
Divine Sense.
Don't sense anything outside of, yourself, Pila, people on the boat.
I'm going to find this magic. I know it's there.
So it doesn't look like there's a booby trap on it.
No.
I am good.
One
yes.
Of these days, I want a booby trap that looks like actual boobies.
That's squad goals. That's just goals. Reagan will say out loud.
This looks normal.
This chest doesn't seem to have anything magical in it or about it, and nothing celestial or fiendish for that matter.
Okay. Look. I'm gonna open it. What do I roll?
Sleight of hand, right?
You use your thieves tools with the dex, with your dex ability modifier for it.
Okay.
Then if you try to roll a tools check, it will ask you
It
what ability to use with it.
A 17.
Nice.
It's a bit harder than you expected, but after a few moments, you manage to pop it open, and the lock comes off.
All right.
She reaches over, like she gets up very excitedly and just pushes Aspen and just walks back a little bit, and then Mage Hand opens. That's to Mage Hand open. Like, no, we're not doing this today.
I hope she actually had that flourish too. That's adorable. I love it.
Yeah, it's just like the hand on the chest, like the little bop, and then just
yes. We got a little Vanna White in there.
Yeah.
There is a soft click. There is a soft click in the sounds of the hinges as it opens. And you see all of you kind of step away to hide. A moment later, Lynn kind of bounds over and looks inside of it and goes, "It's a picture. Very nice picture.
Of what?
man with dark skin and wings looking down at
Does
some
it
other
say
people.
Dorian Gray on it? Because it can go right back in the water.
Is there a depiction of stairs on it?
No. Both of those? I don't know who Dorian Gray is.
Wait, so can I do like a history check to see if I can recognize the individual in the painting?
Oh no. Ree would
I
like
will
to
say all of you have seen this person before, and you recognize it is a painting of the gods. All of them.
Oh,
There's
Okay.
you can see clearly that it is an image of the god of light, who seems to be above the others, but only slightly, and that kind of laid out in front of them is each of the deities. You see that there is Baal, Vorne, the goddess of oceans. Unera's there, Vija is there to the right of Ahdos. You see one deity you don't recognize. First glance. Can work a religion check at disadvantage if you'd like.
Yep. Well, I mean, I give it.
I'll go for it. I'll take
Intelligence, the dump stat. Dog. I am the dungeon.
It is. It was only a 3.
If you make a game with me in it, do not make intelligence your dump stat.
the pain. That's a 9 for Reagan.
Yeah. Definitely something I
Never seen
learned.
Never seen it before.
Oh, good. Then none of these look like my ex.
Aspen just turns to the side. It's like, is there something we should know?
A lady never reveals her secrets.
I see. Sadly, once again, that was a 17 and a 2. So, yep. This damn disadvantage. These damn disadvantages. Oh well.
Never seen
Wait,
it before.
just to be on the safe side, Aspen is going to do detect magic on the painting.
I was just gonna ask Pila.
Doesn't seem magical to you. It seems to be very well done, though. Just looking at it, looks like it's probably worth a decent amount.
I will ask to the crew: do we have a appraiser here, by chance, who could give us a value amount for this painting?
You see someone does shuffle forward, and you see Simia, the shifter, you see now she has like a metal contraption connected to her arm that seems to not quite be a arm, but it seems to be more like a combination weapon. It seems to have like a blade and then some sort of canister like device connected to it. And she goes, I can do it. I can do it. Let me see. And she kind of begins to flex her fingers for a moment. Well, I don't know how much it would cost for religious people. That looks pretty good. Maybe 790, 800 gold. Or take a few. Maybe you can find someone who especially likes art and get it up to 1,000.
I think we know just the guy, don't we, friends?
Indeed, we do. We make our trip back. We'll see if he's interested in adding this to his collection. Thank you, everyone, for bringing this aboard. We definitely appreciate it. Sadly, it was not a 10-foot amount of gold like we were hoping. Of course, that would be too nice for this adventure. For now. But still, nicely done, and congratulations to everyone. You all work really well. You all have been doing a fantastic job these past couple of days, so.
You sound like everybody's general manager for real. I don't know what's going on here, but everybody's
job,
doing
team.
such a great job.
You know, maybe we should put this safely downstairs. I don't think we need any divine bad luck if we ruin it.
Indeed. Wait a second. Hila.
That's
You-
what you got it.
Oh, do you recognize who this individual is? I don't know who this person is.
I've met him before.
He was at the Thanksgiving party. Not the cookout. Okay.
I don't remember their name, but I met them
Ooh.
before.
You know what? Just Eldritch Sight while this conversation's going on, aimed at Lady Pila.
Roll me a
I knew it.
charisma
Let's
saving
go.
throw.
Saving throw. Oh,
I
that's
knew
not
it.
good. That's not good.
I'm proficient in it. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20, 27.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
go.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
What do
Better
I
you than
get?
me. Better
Tell
you than me.
me,
That's for
Reed.
sure.
Tell me what's going on with this guest. Let's go. Tell me.
But you notice first is that there's definitely some sort of magic that is affecting Lady Pila in front of you. But what you realize very quickly with the natural 20 is it's not so much as that there's magic that is truly affecting her, as there seems to be a magic that is trying to affect her that isn't quite working. It's almost as if there's a magic around her that is trying to interfere with her. And you see as the more she works against it, the more it's almost as if her abilities are kind of pushing against a wall that is attempting to constrict around her. And as your eyes become attuned to this, you begin to see traces of that same magic all around you. There's definitely something that is impacting everyone.
Reagan is going to try and grab the painting and chug it back into the trunk and shut it. While saying, there's magic going on somehow. I don't know what it is, but when Lady Pila was looking at it, it was just magic everywhere.
Well, that's gonna hurt the resale value, just to be clear.
He ain't chucking it. He's placing.
Anyone
also-
who has ever tried to like collect like valuable like cards and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
that will get you shot, right? Like this is like some of the limited edition
Limited
Charizard
Pokemon,
card,
yeah,
and you throw
that's
it
what
in.
I'm
It's
thinking.
like
No, we don't.
Well, it's not a magical item for
Clip
real.
this.
We know that. Because magical items don't take damage
It's
like
definitely
that.
not. It is definitely not a magical item. Yes, you all
Yeah.
are pretty confident.
But yeah, Aspen was looks towards the others and says it's not magical. I've cast detect magic on it. And then Aspen will also look around, presuming they see the same thing.
When did
No,
you
you don't
cast
see anything.
detect magic?
On
Everything looks
on the painting. I cast it
Everything
on
looks
the-
normal to you, Aspen.
Wait, what?
Everything looks absolutely normal to you.
After casting
Wow.
that's weird. After casting detect magic, there's nothing to be seen.
No.
Can Reagan, in lieu of this, combine his divine sense with his eldritch sight? See if there is celestial or fey things going on.
I'll say because
some
of your
not fey,
natural
but celestial.
20,
Yeah.
I will allow it.
Okay.
Oh, actually, we are going to take a quick break.
Hater.
What's going on? We just went on a commercial just now. I mistimed it slightly. So we're just going to go on a break. We'll be back in about 10, 15 minutes. See where this goes. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. When we last left our party, they were dealing with a discovery. Reagan has seemingly seen a source of magic that no one else seems to be able to see. I believe one of you had a question for me when we left, and I have forgotten what that question was.
So you
Oh no.
said
Oh, the only
Reagan
question I
is
had.
divine sense, but yeah, you go for it.
yeah.
Using divine sense, you don't sense any other divine or infernal or any of the other creatures like that around you.
So it's purely magical. Okay.
You're purely magical, Reagan.
But Reagan will stick to what he said to the party.
Well, if there is magic involved, it's not coming from this painting. This painting does not seem to have any type of aura around it.
So should we put the painting back in the chest and just put the chest downstairs?
Yes, that was going to be my idea. This painting should be safe. Maybe we could just keep it for future safekeepings until we return it back and sell it to Rothram and the group.
And also,
Man.
we really don't need any divine bad luck.
Indeed.
Reagan's checking on Lady Pila like the mother hen he's being, apparently.
He
My
seems
lady,
fine, a little frustrated.
I see that you're bothered, but forgive me, when I glanced at you with my magical eye, it seemed like there was something almost hindering you. Were you attempting to use some form of magic?
No, I don't feel anything.
Strange. I could see it clearly. When you were trying to remember, there was magic emanating from you, and some force was trying to keep this magic from occurring.
I don't see anything or sense anything now.
You didn't sense anything at the time?
No, I just wasn't unable to remember that person.
Friend Aspen, you said you did the thing where you can detect other magics.
Yes.
Did you see anything?
No, I did not. So this
Now,
magic.
Surely, me with my terrible eyesight, I can't be the only one who saw. Come on, guys.
Saw what?
I use detect magic, which normally picks up the different schools of magic, and nothing was shown
As
here.
did I.
Which my only assumption would be maybe it's evolving a magic outside of the standard schools, or a magic that is not of the natural weave of this world that could somehow escape the traditional spells associated with detect magic. I'll be honest, my magic more comes to me naturally. I'm not really much into the book learning side, so I'm not 100% certain with how this works. But yeah,
Do you think Friendia would know a thing?
Possibly, but I wouldn't want to risk her at the moment. If I recall correctly, her and Dewdrop are ill due to the way this ship moves. I guess it seems to upset their stomach. This is interesting. This is new to me, but I do not wish to disturb them and I'd rather them get their rest, at least for now. Tempting for them to try to answer a question like this in their state might cause more harm than good.
Well, I also fear, friend, if we can't identify what this magical presence was, it might endanger everyone.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility.
But it is your ship, Captain, and your call.
Oh, see, Oh, see, I'm pretty sure I know. I see. I'm trying to find a way if there's a way Aspen would know. But Aspen will say, yeah, just to be on the safe side, I would rather them get their rest. If anything, if you're saying it's associated with magic, when we open up the painting, open up the treasure chest, the only thing that took place was us seeing this painting and try to understand the individuals within the painting. We understood everyone within the painting except for one who did not seem to ring a bell. We asked Pila, who should know, and Pila is struggling to recall. So my guess is, if there is magic afoot that you are seeing specifically, it is tied to this individual that we do not know. Perhaps there may be something involved that is causing us to not be able to remember who this individual is.
Well, you do remember the last time we were on a ship and we failed to recall a deity friend? That is what I'm worried about.
Oh, see what happened that time?
You remember when the ship blew up, the flagship, and it was that herald that came through that was picking up something for an unnamed deity. He said they represented it and they were there to retrieve something, and then we tried to stop it, blew the ship up.
Well, that was true, but that was associated with the magical elements. We kind of knew that magical elements kind of blew up that ship.
I mean, it was a catalyst thing.
Yeah, catalyst.
They warped out and it triggered something that blew up.
So Aspen will look towards the others and say, that is true. And it seems to be a continuum circumstance of us coming across gods that we're either do not recognize or are not. And he'll put up his draconic fingers in quotes, meant to recognize. This could be placed on here as a way for us to not contain this. I ask to y'all, do y'all believe if this is a possibility? Would you all prefer to keep this painting on board? According to the individual, it only costs 1,000 gold, which isn't much.
800.
800 gold, maybe 1,000 if we're able to find a problem, if we're lucky. However, it seems to involve an individual who may have negative connotation towards us. Wait a second. OOC, when we had that dream and we were showed the different sides of the gods, when they had the fiends, and then we had the good gods all on puppet strings, and then there was Pilaf, and there's somebody wrapped around Pilaf that looks like.
That was Dio's vision, right?
No, we all saw that. I'm not sure. Either it was Dio's or she. I know she. Either we all saw it.
You all saw it.
We all saw it. Mm-hmm. Where was he at? The guy that we do not recognize. Where was he at in the vision?
Now that you think about it, you don't remember.
I don't like this.
You're pretty confident you saw him there, but you can't remember any more details than that.
I was just eating rice, that's why. So I don't like this.
Make that cannon, please. You just got like a bowl of rice while you talking about it.
Why are you just thinking out rice? He just pulls out a bowl of rice from out of his container and he's eating as he started to contemplate because
I
food.
don't like this.
I don't like this.
You just see Layla just like, he pulled that out. Where's mine?
Miracles happen every day, friend tieflings.
Is he eating rice pila?
Yes, it'd be that rice pilaf.
Rice pilaf.
Yeah. As he's thinking, he just pulls out the bowl of rice pilaf. It's just, I don't like this. And he kind of puts the container to the side and put it in his back pouch next to his component pouch and just says, I agree. If you all believe we should throw this overboard, I could definitely now understand your reservation now that we're being exposed to this. And I believe we should keep journals of our interaction with this god that seems to be doing something to make us forget. And I also don't like that Ree is over here rolling in the background while we're talking about this. But I saw that. That was definitely Jason Carl's moment. But I was just like, wait, what is he doing over here? Why is he rolling right now? But yeah, so as it looks towards the others, it says, shoot, what do you all think? I'm okay with either our deal, but I can now understand the reservation of keeping this aboard. Would you all like to throw this overboard? It's not worth much.
Oh, I'm not rolling. This is tissue paper. Like, remember?
Oh, no.
allergies.
Oh yeah, no worries. No. That was a question to you all as well as the crew. Would you all like to keep the painting on board, or would you like to throw it overboard?
I say we keep Dorian Gray.
Aspen, you like money. It can be traded in for money.
Exactly.
Why would we throw it back? Also, may I remind you, that is a painting of some deities. If we put it in the water, perhaps they will curse our ship.
You must also recall, though, friend, that I understand us not being able to recall this presence, but for another goddess to not be able to comprehend whom this is worries me a great deal. That sounds like someone who doesn't want to be figured out, discovered, or found.
Wait, we're trying to recall something?
Aspen slowly walks over towards Layla and then just gently places a hand on next to her shoulder. It's just like, yes, we are.
Oh, well, then don't ask me. I don't even remember yesterday. She's just like, la la la.
Yeah, the problem is, I don't believe it's just his painting. Maybe it's his painting that's causing this to happen. Or maybe it took place after we even have the event. But whoever this individual is, you know what? I'm going to try something. They're going to make their way over to where the painting is. And they're going to try to draw the individual in the painting as best to their likeness as possible into a notebook to see if they could be able to essentially recreate this image into a piece of paper.
You attempt to focus. You just saw the image, and as you begin to describe this figure, you get the shape, the overall body type of this person, but any identifying features are absent.
I can't seem to put down the distinct content regarding this individual into my notebook. This painting may be extremely important, actually, now that I think about it. If the only way to actually show an image of this individual is through this painting, then the only way we can show people about this individual is by keeping this painting with us. But for one, if I cannot draw this, who has the ability to be able to create this painting? He looks towards Pila and says, Pila, can you draw this?
I'm not an artist, but I could try.
Yes, as best as you can. See if you can be able to capture the likeness. See if this is just a limitation for those who are not of divine, or because if you cannot do this.
Aspen's like, I just want to know if I'm bad at art.
You see this, she does begin to draw it out, and the picture itself is very impressive. It is artistic. The shading and everything makes it almost look like the figure is stepping off of the page.
And she's able to capture it like this?
You know who you are trying to have them draw because you've seen it. But now that you're looking at what she's drawn, you aren't sure if it's who you wanted her to draw, but it is very clearly a person. You have to stop and look back at the painting, and then look back and forth. And even when you look at the painting, the moment you take your eye off of it, you begin to lose focus or concentration, and you aren't completely sure if it's the same person or not.
Okay. Okay.
So there's definitely magic afoot that has tried to prevent us from making a connection for who this god is. Pila, can you remove this magic by chance? Because it seems
I'm gonna. Oh, my bad, big dog.
It seems you're able to capture the essence, which I cannot. So is it possible for you to be able to at least remove this magic, at least for us, especially if we're meant to keep her safe? This seems like a hole in our security capabilities.
I am not sure, but I am concerned if I do so, it may make it possible for other people to find me once I've done it, once I've attempted it.
Okay. Clarifying question.
Yes.
There is the god of mystery in your pantheon, right?
There is a god of mystery, or a goddess of mystery.
Okay, goddess of mystery. Is she clearly depicted in this painting?
She is.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. It ain't mystery. That's
I
what's
didn't think
scary.
Oh, cause I remember it was a goddess. I was just like, and Rhea specifically described him as a him.
I mean, is it? It's a mystery. That's what I was thinking for.
Sure.
You do see the Tulina, the goddess of mystery, and her usual appearance is on the painting. She's clear. She is situated near Munira, the goddess of passion, and Voani, the goddess of the ocean.
Reagan won't chime in, but okay. You answered my question.
Well, I think after talking this out, I think we've come up with a great conclusion. This painting could not have been done by anyone outside of a divine means, without a divine essence themselves. Because only Pila has been able to capture what looks to be there, it seems. I cannot. I'm presuming others cannot as well. So this painting has to have been crafted by someone who of a high level, either divinity or a fiendish blood. Layla, you come here for a second.
If you're gonna have me draw something, I'm telling you I am musically talented, not drawingly talented.
Just see if you could be able to capture some essence of the individual, not the entire picture, just to see if you could capture some identifying marks.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. What do you want me to roll to attempt?
I mean, a charisma saving throw.
Oh, okay. It's a 26.
Nice. We living.
You begin to draw this image, and you do your best to kind of copy the features. And you aren't exactly an artist in this sense, but there are some features that are similar, and you begin to copy them, and you stop. Because you've seen this before, and you're trying to focus, and you've heard it in the story, and you begin to feel your blood run cold. Because you do know there is a story told to people of certain blood about a god who is known to be unable to be remembered. And you know that painting this person is a sin against that deity. Do you wish to continue?
She freezes for a moment. Her tail goes straight up, and you see she just starts tearing the paper up very quickly. You can't draw it. You can't draw it. Give me that. Give me what you did. Give.
What?
Give.
What happened?
Give.
Wait, okay.
Just give me the thing. Give me the thing.
Layla, what's going
Here?
on? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
wait.
You can't draw them. You can't draw them. You can't draw them.
Draw them? Who's them?
the person, you can't draw them. It's bad. We're gonna get cursed. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get cursed.
Well, how did whomever make this get this person on ink or
Maybe
paint?
that's why it's in the water, because they got cursed.
But it survived whatever hardship it went through.
I don't like it. I don't like it. She's just like walking away very fast to the opposite side of the deck.
This is the 5th time that Layla has referred curses. Something tells me Layla is superstitious.
No, I'm not. I have a healthy respect for the deities that could squash me.
Not superstition. It's self-preservation.
There you go.
Porque no los dos. In any case, he smirks at the Layla as she continues to walk. And he says, well, in that case, that means we technically have the only painting, one of the, if not one of the only painting, if not the only painting of a representation of this individual, and perhaps the world. Now, do we want to keep this painting? Or do we believe this painting is bad luck?
Put it in the chest. Close it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll stick it in the bottom of the ship because there's other deities in it, and I don't want any of them to be like, oh no, they have dishonored us. Curse.
Great dishonor.
Plus, the goddess of the ocean is on there, and I think we need her favor.
That's 6 curses now. Okay.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Very well. In that case, we're perfectly fine with that. And I'm curious, why is this god not what to be remembered? Well, this is what halflings feel. Interesting. And he will definitely help place the the painting aside, gently place it aside as meticulous and as delicate as possible. Because like I said, like Charizard, collector cards, you don't want to ruin it. And then they will help bring the case downstairs and place it down at the bottom of the ship.
Okay. You all leave the painting where it is. You all continue your journey. About 2 hours later, you all come across a ship floating in the water. There seems to be a lack of people aboard. It just seems to be kind of floating listless.
That's never a good sign.
How far away?
Now, maybe a mile. I'm not sure if a nautical mile and a mile are different, but nautical mile. Yeah, it's very far for you. Aspen and Axel could just barely make it out because they have really high passive perceptions. And then you all could get your hands on... Layla's decent too. You see it as well. But you all could get your hands on...
the telescopes? Telescopes. Oh, yeah,
not telescopes.
My captain scopes.
Yeah, I forget what those ones are called, but they're not telescope, like spotters, I guess. I don't know. But you guys do have access to those should you want them.
I'm going to go ahead and use primeval awareness to be able to see if it has pretty much that long laundry lists of creature types in that ship. That, again, the only one that does not include is monstrosity. So
it includes beasts.
Ship.
Correct.
I believe so. Let me double check. I think
weird if it didn't include beasts and you're a ranger.
Yeah. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's everything but monstrosity.
Not that kind of ranger, Reagan. Don't
Well,
put him
I
in
will
a
say
box.
this: you do not sense anything on the ship, but maybe elsewhere, depending on the exact details of your ability.
Oh, you're tempting us with some treasure again. Okay, I see how it is.
That's how we got to worry about caravan to worry about. So yeah, so it's
Are you sure about that? We got a ship with crew on it.
Well, I mean, like, hey, they knew this could be a dangerous mission. Again, we were going to the Mystic Isles. So
If we lose them, we can't sail the ship.
Well, I mean, like, you know, we were trying to keep them protected, but they should have knew firsthand that the Mystic Isles.
They should have been.
Yeah, exactly. They should have been doing.
They always
died.
knew
They're not
a
red
one-way trip.
Not that degree, not that dire. But yeah, so it's aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Yeah, you can't sense beast. Yo, the Ranger sucks, dog. You don't think
That's so weird.
Oh,
It is.
that
That is weird. That is weird. I was like, it's not trash.
It's trash.
Hey, you say you homebrewed a little bit. Can we include beast in there at least?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, we could add beast.
Yeah,
you do sense there is a beast maybe closer to the edge of that of your senses, directly below you all.
Oh, okay. Can I do? Ooh. You know what? You said it's towards the edge.
Below us.
I believe yours is 6 miles, so you think it's not exact. It's kind of hard. It's more of a feeling, so you get maybe 5.5, maybe 5 3/4 of a mile down.
Let me see. I just gotta check the range of this real quick. But there it is. Let me see. Oh, I had to touch it. Never mind. Oh, because they say maybe I could do some beast bond and view it like what's the name from Game of Thrones, but warg through it. But
that ability was strange.
It really was.
Yeah, it was. But they will say there is a ship ahead. It looks to be empty, perhaps. I don't sense any of individuals on the ship of the creature types, but I do sense a beast down below.
Is the beast friendly?
And that
Go find them.
I could attempt to locate the individual and see. Wait here. I could perhaps be. I work very well with the beast of the wild.
Bring a summon sword. You ain't taking no chances.
Mm-hmm. And does it feel like it's above water or underwater?
Oh, very underwater. Like deep
very underwater?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hope you can breathe underwater.
You guys are on top of the water. It is fully 5.5 miles down.
5.5 miles? Oh no, I can go that far. Never mind.
We can't swim that far.
Yeah, I can't swim that far.
You could try.
No, I don't have. I'm a gold dragon. I'm not. What is ice water? Silver? Well, maybe.
This would have been the perfect dewdrop moment too. That's so sad.
Yeah, I was just. This is why I need to level up my sorcerer. I think sorcerer also get water breathing, but I gotta wait for that. Next level. In any case, they were saying, yeah, there's definitely a beast way further underneath the water, so deep down. But I don't believe at how far underneath the water is for it to be of danger. I mean, unless it decides to skyrocket and head quickly to our location, they will actually approach us in a long period of time. Would you all like to explore the ship and see what's in there?
Seems pretty far away, friend. Are you? I don't mind a detour, but should things go south, could put us at a disadvantage from more dangerous situations up ahead.
Well, we could always use some more funds. And hey, perhaps if this ship seems to be vacated, perhaps whatever's left on the ship is up for grabs. Heck, even the ship. Maybe we get a second ship.
Exactly. Because the ship itself does not seem to be damaged, so perhaps, if we would like, we could actually split our crew and have 2 ships joining towards the Mystic Isles. This is a nice find, possibly. We'll have to investigate the ship to see.
By the time we get to our new home, we'll have our own fleet.
I was thinking the same thing. The Draconic Armada. That's a nice ring to it.
We'll have to dress them up a little bit so they look more draconic, but
It's your
Colonel
call,
Strike
friend.
Fear.
Just
All
rest
right.
assured, my duty is to protect Lady Pila on this voyage.
Of course. We understand. Don't worry. Leave the exploration and investigation to Axel A&A. We've been doing this for a while. And,
Wait, you
and
mean-
Layla. Layla, you want to come with us?
Yeah, I
Oh. I was under the impression you wanted to avoid the most content due to the curses that may come across it, but I wasn't sure.
don't see a picture of the gods emblazoned on that ship. We can
Hmm.
totally go over there.
Yeah, don't worry, Reagan. We have no intent on putting Pilaf in any kind of danger.
Aspen playfully pokes Layla in the side as a joke, just for that's like when he was saying the curses aspect, it was supposed to come in at the same time, but unfortunately, but he knows that he was just playing. He says, "All right, well, if that's the case, it'll be fun. We'd have 2 ships. Everyone ready?"
Call me if you
Yes.
need aid, friends.
You'll hear me screaming. It'll be fine. You'll get it first off.
I will let anything happen to the 2 of you. It'd be fine. Besides, we should be fine. Go ahead. Well, that's not what I was going to say. So I heard a mention noise. But anyway, yeah. In that case, yeah, we decided to explore the ship.
Are you bringing your ship closer to it, or are you going to it yourselves? Right now, you're maybe 400-ish feet away, give or take, maybe 10 feet.
Well, we don't want to get too close to it until we know it's safe.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay.
So I'll just fly them over.
Okay, something that you can do. And you find yourselves landing on the wood of this ship. This is definitely not an Eshian vessel. It's made of a kind of a denser, darker brown kind of wood. And you look around and it is eerily quiet. There's no sign of movement. You don't even see any kind of small critters roaming about. You don't hear any hums of any kind of magic crystals or anything like that. And all 3 of you, because your passive perceptions are pretty high, you do notice that there is a person who's kind of laying against what looks to be like a gunnery station. There is a clear kind of, not quite a cannon, but it is a weapon that you all have not seen before. It's a metal cylinder, and it seems to have like barrels on the end.
And we think the person's in the cylinder?
No, they're laying next to it.
Oh, okay.
Do they look injured or like?
They aren't moving, but you don't see any like obvious traumatic injuries on them. You'd have to be closer to do like a full.
And there's no
thorough
other
medical.
dead bodies. It's just this person that we found.
It's the only one you see.
Layla is scooting a little closer.
Mm-hmm. Same way. Aspen approaches cautiously to the individual. It says,
I got it. No.
"You got this."
She's gonna mage hand poke them with her like crossbow in her hands, just like. Yeah.
Nothing seems to happen.
I think they're either asleep or dead.
Maybe they're just not ticklish. We could see. Excuse me. Are you well? Can you speak? Are you okay?
No response. But as you get closer, you see there is a series of outlines of this kind of a black. It almost looks like a tattoo to you, and it's this ornate design that starts from about here on the neck and then kind of goes around, almost like flowering out into a collar, an elaborate collar around them.
Is his eye closed or open when we approach, or like
Open.
Uh-oh. I'll do a medicine check to see if he's alive.
You're pretty confident they're dead. Their body is cold to the touch.
Yeah, has passed away. Is there any identifying marks besides the tattoo to indicate who this individual may have been? If they're like part of like a pirate's crew or part of an army or manda or something along those lines?
No, they don't have any kind of flags or banners or anything like that on their persons.
Mm-hmm.
And the vessel doesn't have any flags or anything?
Not from where you're seeing. You don't see any like poles with the flag on it or not. You guys are still on the initial deck, though. You don't know if you'd seen something different in a different area.
Of course.
From where we're at now, does it look like there's anything that, like, any doors that, like, what does the deck look like? Does it look similar to our ship as far as like the layout, or?
Not quite the same as yours. There is the clear deck. There is a kind of a main wooden entrance that seems to have like what you'd guess would be like a spotter's den at the very top. And you figure there's probably a way further into the ship by going in there.
Do you think we should like just leave them here? Because this feels kind of like. Oh dang it! Reagan's on the other ship. He can't say like a blessing or something.
I was thinking the same thing. Will we return back to the ship? We could give this creature a proper burial, perhaps a sea burial if the crew are aware of those. But in the meantime, I guess we can continue to.
And they seem to be human, by the way. To be clear, they seem to be a human.
They're definitely human. Okay.
Mhm.
Hey, but in the meantime, I guess we could explore the rest of the ships just to see what's further inside. Stealthily. I'm not sure what.
You know, people randomly dropping dead. I think stealth is a good choice. It's a good choice.
Agreed.
Yeah. What I want to know is where all the rest of the people went.
And we'll see. Perhaps further down, we'll see once we get inside. Or otherwise, overboard. The ship itself looks entirely intact, right? It doesn't look like. Does it look like a piece of that painting may have came that treasure may have came from the ship, or does it look like?
Looking around, it seems fine. The ship seems to be intact, not damaged.
And also, the time frame from where we came across this painting to the time we came across this ship, how long of a time was it between the two?
We'll call it an even 6 hours.
Okay, so it wasn't like they were super close to one another. Okay, gotcha. Or part of like a armada. Okay, yeah, in that case, I guess we'll continue further going inside the ship.
All right. Are you three sticking together?
Yes.
All right. I believe you wanted to stealth, so roll me stealth checks.
Oh, yes, the stealthy folks,
Snack. I must say, for some reason, Roll20 is like popping my character sheet out as a separate window now. It used to be like a separate window within the actual like map thing, but now it's a whole different window.
Yeah, that happened before.
D&D Beyond hates me because I rolled a 15.
Ooh,
25.
22.
They have a +9.
How tragic for Layla. They rolled a 15.
Your problem. You should have had a +10. Then you would have been better off.
I like how our stats is so similar. 22. We have, I think, so you have a +9. I'm presuming Axel also has a +9 for stealth as well? Or
no, I got +10.
+10? Yeah, I have a +8. And then our perception is like +8, +8, and +9. It's like our stats are so similarly configured. It's funny. But yeah, I rolled a 22. Rolled a 22.
Okay. You all move quietly through the rest of the ship. Are you heading down to see the kind of the rest of the boat, or are you going up to see what would be like the spotter's den, I guess? I don't remember what that's called.
Down first.
Crow's nest. I don't know. Do you guys want to do it from top to bottom, or?
I was thinking bottom to top, just because I feel like there would be a lot more things hidden underneath the deck, underneath the ship than the crow's nest. But yeah, probably the bottom first.
Okay.
You all head further down, and as you reach the kind of the bottom of the stairs, you find another body. This one seems to be a Leonin with kind of a dark black fur. And you see on their body, they don't seem to suffer any injuries, but you see there's that same kind of ornate tattoo-like symbolism on there, right around the base of the neck, and then kind of spiraling out.
I would like to investigate what that tattoo is. Does it look like a tattoo as part of this crew, or does it look like a result from like a spell or something that injures him?
You can make either a history check, a religion check, or a survival check. Each one would give you different information.
Survival for me, because I'm much better at survival than the other ones. Yep. Ooh, okay, nice. 21.
Looking at it, it is certainly not made out of anything natural. You've seen people using tattoos, usually some sort of instrument and like ink. This doesn't seem to be natural.
There seems to be something strange with these tattoos on the creature. They're not used with ink or something. Wondering if these tattoos was the cause of their death, or if they are some type of magical identifier for this crew. And just to verify, there wasn't any other like injury marks on the body, right? There's no stab wounds or any type of,
No.
Something that gives me the idea that it's these tattoos that are perhaps was the cause of their death.
I wonder. It would be safe to assume they're probably all, affiliated. So I wonder what group this tattoo maybe represents. You should probably make a note about it. If anybody, well, we can always come back and make a picture of it. It's fine.
Well, we were planning on bringing these individuals back to our ship for a proper burial to begin with, so we could use that time frame also to be able to investigate what this identifying mark is. So. And we continue forward.
Okay. Are you checking the individual rooms?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All three of you
Top
are
to
going
bottom.
together. Okay.
Top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
As you check the rooms, you come across 4 more people. They seem to be various, kind of varying in races. Some of them seem to be tabaxi, others seem to be shifters, with kind of a darker black fur and darker gray. They all seem to have that same symbol on their necks, and they all seem to have been laying down, or at least laid down. You all
They're all
make your
cold.
way. All of them are cold. They've probably been dead for at least a day, maybe 2. You have to do more thorough exam to know for sure.
I wonder if these tattoos are going to pose any risk to us. Maybe whatever fell magic killed them plans to bring them back later.
Detect magic on the creature. Does these tattoos give a magical essence to it?
I mean, Arcana check.
Okay. Ooh, nice. 18. 22.
You don't sense any lingering magic, but it does seem like these symbols, these markings may have been made by magic.
There doesn't seem to be any lingering effect, so I don't think it's going to cause. Besides, if they were essentially becoming an undead, I would have detected it when I used my primeval awareness. However, what caused these tattoos were of magical variety, so it does leave.
But what killed them?
Exactly.
Right. So that's what I'm concerned about. Maybe whatever killed them is just waiting.
You don't think the painting was on the ship?
It's hard to tell. It wasn't on this ship when we found it, so.
And also, it was 6 hours.
Maybe they threw it overboard, and that's how they died.
It's possible. Dun dun dun.
That's a unique method. Throwing it overboard somehow causes this tattoo.
Look here, the deities work in mysterious ways.
Yeah, I guess we have to talk to Reagan more about that. And that's more his area of expertise, I'm presuming. And Pila.
Yes, we should check out the rest of this. I don't like this ship. Can we look quickly, or
You'll be fine.
No, I really don't like this ship. It seems a bit weird.
Well, it's definitely weird. There's dead bodies involved. There's this. It's like walking into a haunted mansion, but you have no
We can-
reason.
Wish Reagan had come with us.
We can give the bodies burials at sea. That's
Mhm.
typical for sailors.
While the three of you are talking, you hear a door slam.
Nope.
Actually,
Head
it
it.
says crossbow.
Yep. Had to go over there. Try to see where did the slam door come from.
And you find
Hands up!
the doorway that leads to where the lifeboats would be is slammed shut.
Hello, is anyone there? We are not here to harm you if you are a survivor.
No response. No response.
What were you saying, Layla? Your microphone noise gate you.
And she's kind of like whacking him on the arm, like, what if they did it?
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, if they did it, we'll have to pay. And in that case, he's going to kick the door down.
Roll me a strength check.
All right.
Somebody strong should do that.
Ooh, natural 20. That's going to be. Check. That'll be a 23.
As you kick the door, it splinters in several places before flying open. You see it kind of slam into the side of the door, the side of the wall there. And as you look inside of the room, no one's there. You do see at a glance, because your passive perceptions are incredibly high, there is a lifeboat missing.
Aspen will fly. Go ahead.
Can I go over to like a window or at the side just to like look to see where they went?
Yeah, Aspen's pretty much flying up to be able to see where the lifeboat went to.
So you are returning to the top of the boat, and Layla is looking for a window?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So you two are doing that. Axel, what are you doing?
Well, there doesn't seem to be. Do the lifeboats only go up? They don't go out the back, out the side, anything?
No, the boats, they seem to go backwards. Like if you would release one, it would go back and then move away from the ship.
So okay. Is there a way to see out the back where they get released from in this room, or?
You could look for some sort of latch. You figure it would, based just on how it works. It looks to you like it would be, like it would open, and then the ship would, the lifeboat would kind of come out. If you've ever seen like one of those car trucks that carry cars, and how you'd pull the car out behind, it would be like that.
It just closes itself up afterwards. Something like that.
You don't see like a button on the wall, like an open here button or anything, but you could search for one if you like.
Well, there doesn't seem to be anything too much going on in this room after that, so I don't think he doesn't really want to like in his mind, thinking about possibly, continuing, like taking this boat. Like he doesn't want to throw out extra lifeboats by, pulling any levers and deploying anything unnecessarily. So I think instead he'll said Layla's going up top.
Aspen is going up top. Layla is looking for a window.
Layla is looking for like a window or something she could just like peek out to see where
there's no
it
windows
went.
in that room.
No, not in that room.
If we leave that room, is it just like a big open area down there, or are we like on the very bottom deck?
You are now at the bottom. You are where the residential people would be, so like normal cabins, not
Did
the
we
cabins.
already look through all these cabins?
Yes, you've gone through each one.
Okay. Well, I'll just stay nearby Layla, because we don't want to really let each other probably run around alone. Aspen's big and strong; they're fine.
Let's. I need to find a window. Grabbing Axel, just like,
Okay.
maybe one of these rooms has like a window or something.
Do we find any windows in any of the rooms?
You open up with the closest one, and there is a window. It's smallish. It's not big enough for you to fit like more than maybe your head and maybe your shoulders out if you kind of squeeze it.
She's not trying to like go through the window. She's just trying to like look to see if she can see anything.
a little uncomfortable to kind of, put your head out there and look around, but you don't see any vessels.
No lifeboat. Oh, let's go to the other side.
Okay.
To do the same on the other side.
All right. You find another window, you open it, you look around, you don't see anything.
Okay, that's weird. That is
Only this
weird.
time, when you pull your head back, you catch out of the corner of your eye, in the reflection of the window, a woman standing behind you. And as you kind of look at her, you see that her skin is this kind of almost sickly blue color, and her hair is kind of long and cascading along her face. And you see her raising what looks to be like a dull blood red blade, and you see it about to crash down into the back of your neck.
She is going
Do
to
I see
attempt to
this?
dodge out of the way.
Because I'm
Alright.
nearby, so I don't. Am I seeing anything other than Layla
No,
dodging?
no.
I have
You see
I
her
have
kind
blind
of
sight.
spasm.
I have blind sight, by the way. So if she's invisible, I'd be this.
If you are still heading to look on above the ship, then you would not be down there.
Oh
for
no,
this
I mean
moment.
when we came into the room where there was the lifeboat, I wouldn't be
You
able to
didn't sense
detect it.
anything.
Oh,
You
there
didn't
was
sense
nothing.
anything.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
Alright, cool.
she's
Oh.
gonna try to dodge out of the way.
Axel, you see Layla is kind of looking out the window, and she begins talking, and then you see her kind of look into the reflection of the window, and then you just kind of just dive to the side.
She's gonna whip around and go right out of the room. Let's go. No, we're going now.
You see
We're going
something?
now.
What?
Just grabs him and drags him. Must move faster. Must move faster. Must move faster.
What's wrong? Did you see something? As he's being, hurried along.
Your noise gate you out again.
With the lady in the window pane.
The lady in the window pane.
Let's go.
Does Aspie hear this?
I believe Layla is running closer to you, so sure, you can hear them speaking. As we'll say, your
Okay.
passive is really high.
In that case, Aspie flies towards the area because they want to see who this creature is.
Okay.
Oh, with their
Maybe
drake, of
three.
course. Their drake is with the entire time. But yeah,
The three of you meet up.
what happened?
Lady, knifey knife, but I see her through the reflection of the thing, and I don't know if she's invisible or anything. I ran because self-preservation.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. She didn't. We just rushed out of there. I didn't know what she was going on about.
Wow. Well, they cannot escape my draconic senses, being invisible. Well,
Gotta go
hmm.
I don't think she was
I've seen
invisible,
worse.
otherwise you wouldn't be able to run through her, right?
Aspen and Axel, as you all are having this conversation, you notice something very strange. Sitting in the center of Layla's neck, right where the other one's is a small black diamond. And at that point, our camera is going to shift. We're
Dun,
going
dun,
to find
dun.
ourselves following Reagan.
Oh boy.
Reagan, while your companions are off exploring this ship, what are you up to?
He's just on deck, gazing toward the ship, still on guard, sword in hand.
You are looking, you see your friends disappear into the distance just outside of your vision range. Things seem to be pretty quiet.
He's still on guard. He's still waiting on his friends. If the ship doesn't seem like
Okay.
it's in danger, he's not moving.
All right. As you wait, a few moments later, a pale-faced woman kind of begins to approach you. You recognize Lynn, and she looks at you. What are you doing?
Who approaches?
Lynn.
Lynn? Oh, Lynn
Mhm.
approaches? Okay. And I'm just waiting for my friends to return. They wanted to explore the ship.
Oh. Did you not want to join them?
Well, I have to protect everyone here. It's part and parcel with what I told everyone I'm going to do.
Do they know what ship that is?
I don't even know what ship this is.
Well, do you want to know what ship that is?
Will it hurt me to know?
Probably.
That's so unfair. Are my friends in danger?
Yes.
You did not wish to tell us anything when we spotted the ship in the first place.
I couldn't.
Why?
Talking about it puts you in danger.
Oh, wow. Don't tell me there's a gash on the ship or something.
Besides, I already told you everything you needed to know about it. Well, everything I could say about it.
So you mean, is this relating to the story you told me?
Yes.
This is that ship.
Not that particular ship. But the person in the story was a famous merchant, and he was very good at making things. Some could say things that should not have been made in the first place.
So the merchant made the ship?
Not the ship.
Oh, this is a hard one. Did he go or should he stay? Plus, this riddle's too smart for Reagan. This sucks. This sucks. This is the wrong one for this.
I can tell you going to them won't help them at the moment. They will come back.
Will they come back safely?
Yes.
Is there anything else you can tell me? Please, I only wish for all of us to make it to our destination safely. He's persuading hard. He's trying.
Roll a persuasion check.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 18.
That's good.
It could have been way better.
Well, yeah, because you're charisma based, but
That's a
that'd be
natural
fantastic.
11 plus 7.
I can tell you that there is a way to undo what has happened. But you'll have to be fast.
Well, what has happened?
Poison.
They're poisoned.
Yes.
How do I undo this?
You will have to find what is lost.
There's so many things lost in this world, Lady Lynn. You're gonna have to give me something more.
I've already given you as much as I can. I fear I will have to pay quite a price for this information.
Yo, Lynn is an extortionist for real, dog. Why? You're on this ship too. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Name your price. It's your ship too. Somebody help
I
me.
want.
This is so
We can't help you.
sad.
We can't help you. We are on another ship right now. We do it. We do our little Einstein moments. You know what I mean? We can't. There's nothing.
I know, but it's just like, what does she gain by extorting the crew?
Yes,
What
man.
is she?
Gotta have
When
a
the opportunity comes, I want you to put her to rest. That will make more sense when it's time.
Wow. Wow. You just put the Vegas kill order out on a random person.
I've already told you everything else you need to know. And your friend will be
Reagan
able to
has
help you
not
find
agreed
it.
to this, for the record. Reagan has not agreed to this deal.
Your friend will be able to help you find it. I would recommend you do so quickly. She will run out of time.
Which friend? Oh my gosh.
And that is
I
where
can
we are
see.
going to end our adventure this evening.
You are a hater, dog. That's just not fair. A friend can help you. Which friend?
Well, with that, our story comes to its conclusion for this weekend. First of all, I would like to thank everybody who's here, hanging out with us, watching us, enjoying the time. Please make sure to join us again next week, where we will continue this, and hopefully we will have our full party together.
Yeah, we'll definitely have the full party, and at least we gained like 4 levels tonight, so that was great.
I don't think that's true. However, I will let you all have an opportunity to introduce yourselves again and let us know what you're up to this period of time. We will start with Ursula this time.
Oh snap! I get to go first on the outro. What's good, everybody? Y'all already know where to find me. I'm on YouTube. I'm also on the Cookout TTRPG at YouTube. I'm also here at ReeRoles, and hopefully I will be here tomorrow if things go well and according to plan. And hopefully I'll be on the bear pen soon. But enough about me. Next caller. So you had me go
All
last,
right.
so I couldn't do that earlier, and I was mad.
All right, Kira, it's your turn.
Hi, so I'm Kira858. This was a lot of fun. This was I never really got to do like a sea ordeal like on a boat in a TTRPG. I've done underwater adventures. I hate those because I hate the combat within, but like on a ship is a lot more fun. Of course, you'll be able to find all of our content listed on twitch.tv/Kira858, as well as our YouTube channel, The Cookout TTRPGs, which is now officially The Cookout TTRPGs since we were able to get our custom URL. So a big thank you for the love and support there. You'll be able to find tons of our content, such as Marvel's, the new Vanguard, which just recently came out. We might have to go on break soon because it looks like Ursa has just paused, which means your overlay is probably about to crash burn. We shall see.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. So, in any case, we just have a Marvel's new Vanguard. We just recently had Jessica Verdi as well as Blah Blah Goals. Easily one of the funniest, most fun experiences I've ever had. If you want to have a stomach ache from laughing for so hard, make sure to check out that episode. They put their comedic chops to full effect in that episode. Of course, you'll be able to find so many new projects as well as some older projects to our YouTube channel. So if you just want to keep an eye out, make sure to follow us on Twitter at the Kara858, as well as the Cookout TTRPGs for all of your TTRPG related goodness, maybe some Die Hard Dice giveaways and more. And that's me.
All right, next up, Sir Monolith.
I am Sir Monolith at Sir Monolith on Twitter. Is pretty much where you can find me outside of a couple of games. Well, technically one game I'm playing on Ree's channel right now. There, of course, is another upcoming Tower one, but that's still a little ways off. So you should keep an eye out on Ree's channel for that because that's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of interesting people involved, so I'm sure it'll be a blast to listen to. And anyway, that's about it.
All right, last but certainly not least, Ari.
Hi, I'm Ari. You can see me here every Sunday as Layla. Hopefully next week too. Because she's got smooching to do, and y'all keep trying to block her from it, and it's not gonna happen. She will smooch everybody.
DM block. It's not cock block. It's DM block.
Normally, I am Sebastian here on Price of Power over on the Cookout TTRPG YouTube page. I play Yvain in Rivenwood, and then Shay in Reclamation. And over on the Bear Pen, I am a storyteller and a player. I do have 3 new projects coming out at some point. The end of this month, we will be doing Hunter the Reckoning. game, which will be called Dawn Over Dallas, because I like to torment the city that I live in. And then we will be having a darker V5 Chronicle, Darkness Over Dallas, which will be on Tuesdays. Hopefully that will be starting next week. So keep an eye out on my Twitter, the Small Shadow Snack, for those updates. And then November, Undead in Dallas is coming back, and Ursa's going to be a cast member on there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And with that, our cast has notified you of every cool thing they are up to. So you
Oh,
should
don't
definitely
you got
go
an
and
announcement to read?
follow them.
Don't you got an announcement to read?
Well, let's see.
About-
For
about
me, there's a
characters?
number of things. There's a number of things I'm doing. You know, a lot of important things you guys should be paying attention to. Please follow my Twitter at Big23 all over there, and the official Twitter for the channel at ReeRoles. Oh, also one more thing. You all level up.
Yes,
Yay!
that's all the way. I was just
Hell
like,
yeah.
hey, you gotta give him that little tutus at the end, the little tutu.
Thank
you
you
know?
for joining me.
Let's
And
go.
please join us again next week
I get
to
sorcery
discover
points.
where this adventure is going to go. We will see if we could find somebody to raid.